sports betting brother, and hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd, and I'm a betting analyst with OddsJam.com, where we teach you how to bet like a pro using all the tools, all the data-driven, mathematically profitable information you can get your hands on at OddsJam. And today we're talking about the best strategy for putting a parlay together in sports, and sports betting parlays are a lot of fun. I'm going to teach you something to kind of show you a way to get an edge if you're going to put those parlays together and have a little bit more success at them. So let's take a look. All right, guys, once again, I'm going to remind you what a parlay is. A parlay is basically when you have multiple bets. You have, let's say in this case, 3 different bets, and they all have to hit. They all have to win. And we're going to show you the first sort of the reason why you would have a strategy like we're going to show you in place. And it's pretty simple, pretty basic. So let's say here in your very first game, you have a point spread bet. Let's say that's at minus 110 odds. Let's put that in minus 110, pretty average, pretty standard. So you get that point spread bet, then you have maybe a money line bet at say plus 130. And let's say your last or your third bet, you got another money line bet coming in, let's say at 145. So what it's saying here is it's showing you that if you risked $100, if all 3 bets hit, you won your point spread and your 2 money line bets, all 3 hit, you would win $975. Okay, pretty good, $975. So remember that number because it's going to become very important with the strategy we're kind of showing you. Basically, we're going to show you is to get better odds by getting a better line. Let's say this first one we're at plus 100, right? So about 10 cents better. And let's say the second one coming in right about 135, again about 5 cents better. You know, nothing crazy, pretty achievable. And then the last one we'll say another 5 cents better at 150. But you can tell here that's changing your payout by about $100. Okay, so this is why you would want to use a strategy. This is why we're going to use what I'm trying to show you and teach you to use to get a positive EV in when your construction of your parlay. So again, not only does it make a difference just in the money side of things, but we're going to show you the difference in sort of how you identify the best picks to put together for this. So there's a lot of good information here. Hopefully you're taking notes. All right, guys, let's get started here. So very first showed you the why. Well, the why is the money, the why is the payout. And then here's the how. The how is going to be a couple different methods. The first method is going to send you over to the OddsJam positive EV page. You can take a look here at the drop-down menu. When this opens up, we're going to see some positive expected value plays. And so if you're using plays that are going to have a good positive EV and connecting those together into a parlay, you're getting a good edge. The very first step, this positive expected value page at OddsJam. You can see over here on the left-hand side, you have your percent edge. Your ideally, this is huge, 10.63% edge on a prop, a player prop. So if you wanted to put this as part of maybe one of the first legs, if you're putting together a parlay, say at FanDuel, you certainly could use that, and certainly could use the other FanDuel positive EV wagers down here. So again, you're going to use this information on the positive EV side to put together the 2 or 3 leg parlay at a particular sportsbook. So in this case, you could use this over 53.5 in the Hornets game going on again today at 5.08%. It's huge. It's a huge edge, and put these 1, 2, and 3 leg parlays together. Now, certainly the further down the edge side here to your left you go, a little bit less of an edge you get, but again, it's kind of giving you the game or the side, the total, the player prop, whatever you might need to get that slight edge and put these all together, and at the end of the day come out ahead to get the best price at the best sports book on the best bet to strategically put this parlay together. So that's the first spot where you could connect these together and use this data to your advantage at OddsJam. Now, the second way you can use OddsJam is if you had a particular game, a particular sport you wanted to look up information on, you could actually go to the drop down here in the sports tab. And again, let's say you want to jump into an NBA game. I'm going to show you how you can do the research and find the data that will show you the markets and show you that you can use to, again, put these parlays together. So we'll pull that up next. Now, don't forget at the very beginning, I was showing you the different pricing, every 5 cents, every 10 cents on the parlay calculator makes you a little bit more money, right? That first example, you had $100 difference in just the example that we set up. So if you come down here, let's say you're researching a particular game, and again, let's just jump into any random game. How about this Oklahoma City Thunder, Detroit Pistons game? Let's pull that up real quick, and you'll hit this tab, and it'll open up the money line, point spread totals, and some other alternative lines information, which you can use, and I'll show you how to piece that together for your parlay. Okay, here it is. And again, money line information. Your OddsJam perfect line here is minus 118. So again, you're finding a little bit higher odds out there. And if you're looking at a particular sports book to put a particular parlay into, you can use this to your advantage. You can use this as a tool, right? You can use this to actually put all the parts and pieces together. Not only can you do it for the mainline bets, you can also use information over here in the player props and the alternative markets, the other markets that you can put these parts and pieces together in as you identify the value at the particular sports book and get that edge, get that better pricing. 5 cents here, 10 cents here. It's going to make a big difference. So let's just pop into one of the player markets, and I'll show you here this player assist market. Again, if you're searching for positive EV, you can go through one particular game and look through it all. Look through it all and kind of scroll through here. And again, you can see the OddsJam perfect line here on these are player assists. And so again, this is saying here that under 2.5, OddsJam perfect line is minus 210. Well, if you can pick that up at minus 170 or even 180, you're looking pretty good, getting a better value there, getting a nice steal, getting a nice positive EV for your wager. So this is another tool that you can use to put these together and kind of show you again how to do it. So once again, here's the OddsJam perfect line at minus 125. If you're putting a parlay together over at Fox, here's a nice one, minus 105. That's a 20-cent value. That's bigger. That's far bigger than the example that I gave you on the opening $100 wager of putting 2 and 3 legs together on a parlay. So again, guys, this is another way you can research and find positive EV to connect the parlays together as a strategy to get the biggest outcome or biggest payday, and also help you identify where the wagers are at the various sports books. So this is a huge tool, huge betting tool, and you want to use it to your advantage to put these parlays together. All right, guys, there you have it. The answer is the best strategy is using OddsJam's positive EV page, positive expected value data and information you can find here with all the different sports. And again, I invite you to get your free trial set up. If you haven't already done so, get over and also make sure to give us a like and a share and send this to somebody that might get a little bit of value out of this, as hopefully as you did as well. And we're going to be able to put a lot more money in your pocket, a lot more mathematically profitable money. So again, appreciate your viewership, and we'll be back with more soon.